Oh, she didn't put the seat back. Okay, so if you're wondering why my van's facing the wrong way and the seat's pushed right forward, it's because Samantha drove home last night. Yesterday was the barbecue we had at Rich Cornock's at the Funky Farmers, which was my prize for winning our own little bail-off challenge when we finished off the bail-off challenge. It was loser did a barbecue for the winner. So although it was done at Richard's house, I did actually take him some of our Dexter steaks, so between us we shared some rump and sirloin steak as well on the barbecue, which was very nice. But although he had some of my steaks and I had some of his sausages, or Mike Perry's sausages, which were spot on by the way, I also had a couple of bottles of his beer. So it was decided that I wouldn't drive home last night and Samantha would. So chauffeured as well. What more could you ask? My mirror as well. Short ass. Right, so it's Sunday morning, and as per usual, I go over to Tuther Farm on Sunday mornings, have a look at the cattle, go and see my dad, and anything else that needs doing while I'm over there, which I do on Sunday mornings. Today I got a little extra. Got a phone call from a fairly regular customer in Ulverston to go and sort out what they described it as a hornet's nest, but the description of the insect, I'm really hoping it's not an Asian hornet. If it is an Asian hornet, then I will be more than happy to destroy it. So yeah, first job of the morning, wasp busted. Well, I didn't earn much from that one. You right there, darling? Hey, you right? It was European hornets. They're up in the roof of the house, but they're actually doing no harm at all. So I've kind of talked the client out of killing them. So I don't tend to. It's still early in the season. You don't really need to kill wasps now. You can leave them unless they're right in the wrong place and they're actually causing a nuisance. If you've got a wasp nest and they're somewhere where you don't have to go, just leave them alone. You know, maybe in 6-8 weeks time, when they start becoming a nuisance because they all become unemployed, well then maybe. But this time of year, if you can leave them, just leave them alone. So right, so I'm happy. So although I've earned nothing, well, I did. I got a cup of tea. They offered to pay me a call out fee and I said nah, that'll be alright. I had a cup of tea and they're nice people. Okay, next stop, Dad's. Go and see what he's been up to. Right, that's visit to Father done. He's all A-OK. Next stop, collect my oldest daughter. So Samantha has a new favourite YouTuber, to the point that when we were coming over to see Mr. Cornock last night, she would not shut up about him. And he is someone that a lot of you will also follow. I'll let her tell you herself who her favourite YouTuber is. I'll give you a clue. Not me. Not even close. Well, maybe a bit close. But it's not me. Oh, bloody hell, Biscuit. You got something to tell me? Oh, that's eggy. Oh. There she is. Come on, Biscuit. Come here. Come on.
No.
Come here, Biscuit.
Who's that?
Really wants to greet. Come here.
I know. That's
Go
lovely.
on, get it there. That's a good girl. You could have sat on that. It's a booster cushion.
Oh, I don't need a booster cushion.
Well, your mother sometimes sits on it.
Well, I'm 5'7". Look at me, I'm taller than you right now.
That's because I have to put my seat down a little bit,
Yeah.
because otherwise I'd be dead on the roof. It's all these potholes. How are we today?
Yeah, good, thank you. Got a spot in my ear.
Have you?
Yeah, I tried to get it last night, and I think I've just aggravated it, and now it's like
Well, you're good at that.
my ear's got a pulse.
Did you have your evening dose of your favourite new YouTuber last night?
No, I didn't watch him last night. So
No.
I went to bed quite late because I was watching One Chicago.
Oh right, okay.
But no.
I have mentioned to folks that you have a new favourite YouTuber,
I'm
and it's not me.
Obsessed. Sorry, no offence, but I'm obsessed.
Do you want to reveal who it is? Because I am recording.
Oh, hello.
Did you not even notice?
No, that's me going. My ears got a spot in it.
That's alright. I'll keep that in. Don't worry.
Rose.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, what, the Hoof GP?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
So with the Hoof GP or what he does?
What he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I wish I could do that job. I don't have the strength for it, I don't think. You have to be quite strong to do it.
Probably.
Yeah, that knife.
Yeah. But you said you just fancy going and popping some of the.
Oh my god,
abscesses.
it's just like when he gets an abscess.
Yeah.
And then it pops.
So it's like Dr. Pimple Pepper or Pimple Popper on
yeah,
steroids.
but like in hooves.
In hooves.
Yeah, it's so good. I am literally obsessed. I think I've watched nearly every single video he's done.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's quite a few videos, that is.
Yeah, he's done quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I've seen quite a lot of them. And I think I know everything there is to know about hooves.
So including terminology like.
Digital dermatitis.
Yes.
White line rupture.
Yeah.
Abscess. Oh, I know the difference between a bruise and just the colour of a hoof.
Right. Okay.
If it's pink, it's a bruise, basically.
Is it? All
yeah.
right.
And how he digs them out, and you have to leave like a trail so that it's got somewhere to leak, and
Oh, sounds lovely.
puts a block on the side of the hoof that isn't hurt, so it's like a crutch. So they put more weight on the toe, which is not hurt.
Yeah.
So that it lets the other one heal. And
Clever, isn't it?
you have to use iodine to if they've got like a really bad like abscess or whatever, or digital dermatitis.
Yeah. Oh right. Okay. Was that in your posh voice? Was
Yes.
It?
And he uses iodine to like dry it out.
Yeah.
So that
Well, you'd be using it for
heal.
the same reason on navels on lambs and that.
Yeah.
Dries
it out, and then like new healthy horn can
yeah.
grow over the top of it.
Just basically hair,
Yes.
but just different.
Yes. It's very interesting. I'm obsessed. It's all I've been watching for the past like couple of weeks.
Is the Hoof GP.
Is the Hoof GP.
So.
I started with horses though. Was it farriers?
Yeah.
And I was watching them, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's a cool job, but
Hard work that is.
hard work, bad back,
And a lot of training.
lot of training. And then, but when they get an abscess, woo, and they use like the pincer thingies to see if it's honestly hours. I've spent hours watching this stuff. I don't know
You
why.
get all emotional about it, do you?
No, I don't get emotional. I just find it really interesting, and then like when I find something interesting, I have to know everything about it.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
weird like that.
So what I said is, we've got to find our Hoof GP as a talent, innit? So then you could become the.
I'll be
You'll be the assistant. Yeah.
I'll assist. I'm not.
The lady pimple popper.
Can I watch? Can I watch?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. It is 10 to 12. Lunchtime. Let's do it.
I'm gonna get a cup of tea.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, you.
Right.
Oh, me knackers.
You okay?
No, I should have got out first.
You're getting old.
I'll just sit here for a minute.
See you in a minute.
I'll be okay.
Deep breaths.
Yeah.
Okay, you good?
Thank you. Okay, you can go now.
Okay.
All right, bye.
I'm just like, this is quite funny.
Tears. Thank you.
Ow.
I'm going to have some fun with this, and the rest of you are going to have some fun with this, because you know what's coming and he doesn't. So I've had a little parcel just come in the post from James, just so from James T, and the message says, "Have fun, Farmer P, giving the builder this. Lots of love," or laugh out loud. Sorry, James. Laugh out loud from James, and James has sent my builder that. So tomorrow, when Dave gets here, I'm going to present him with his first ever bit of, I don't know if you want to call it fan mail or his social media present or whatever else, because this was to be his first ever. I'm going to try and let Andy in on the little joke before I give it to him. Now, whether or not I'm going to be able to share with you Dave's reaction when I give it to this, because knowing Dave, it'll be taken in good spirit, but there'll probably be a bit of language. So I might have to bleep it or cut bits of it out or whatever else. But yes, thank you very much for that, James. I am going to thoroughly enjoy giving that to David tomorrow, and you're thoroughly going to enjoy watching David receive it, hopefully. What's today? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday you'll get this, I expect. So yeah, thank you, James. That's made my day, that has. Brilliant. Right, I'm just going to take this back up again so he can actually open it himself again tomorrow. And while my computer is rebooting, because I just got halfway through, literally just finishing off editing the last video, and the whole lot shut down, so I'm hoping I haven't lost it. But while I'm doing a bit of video regarding, the thing fell off, regarding gifts, I ought to mention Peter. I won't mention your surname, Peter, because although I messaged you to say I was going to, you haven't answered back. So Peter R, remember in the unpacking video we had a 100-meter roll of twin and earth lighting cable. I didn't know who it came from. I actually thought it came from the people who sent it us. It wasn't. It came from Peter, along with the 4 spotlights. So that was a few quid of Peter, and he even put me a message saying if I want anything else to let him know. That's been really generous of you, Peter. Thank you very much indeed. We weren't anticipating that. That was a shot out of the blue, that was. But thank you very much indeed. I think you've given enough, mate. Thank you very much indeed. I think you've given enough. So there you are. So that's that one sorted out, and thanks, Peter, because I said I would. Next time, if you're going to send, and if somebody sends us something, please put your name on it and let us know who you are, because there was no clue on the lights or the cable as to who it came from. But anyway, right. Hopefully, I can actually get back into my editing program and actually save this video. This is an important one. This is the harvesting. Do I want to restore? Yes, restore. Fingers crossed. Right, I'll see you later. Well, they've eaten most of it. Most of it has gone. I reckon they quite enjoyed that bell. But the burning question is, did I manage to get the weaning done today? And the unfortunate answer is no, I didn't. A couple of reasons. One, it was doubtful whether I was going to get any help this weekend. Samantha did offer, but she wasn't really in a position to give me a hand this afternoon, and it was only this afternoon I had. And the second thing it was, last night I didn't actually shut them in. I thought, you know, I'll be kind, I'll leave the gate open, they come in and out and say please, they'll be in the morning. They're always in the morning. You know, if the barn's available, they're in here. And I expect they were. But I didn't account for the fact that I was going to go out last night and have a couple of beers. And I didn't take into account the fact that I might not wake up as early as I usually do. So by the time I got out of bed and come down this morning, they were all back out there. And they didn't offer to come back in again. So it kind of, again, just things. If I hadn't gone out last night, I'd have got up earlier and probably had them in the barn. If they'd been in the barn, well, Samantha may have been able to give me a hand this afternoon, but because they weren't in the barn, it wasn't worth spending the extra time trying to get them in the barn. So it didn't happen. So I've had an afternoon of doing very little, apart from editing video, which had to be done. So I've just put up the first part of our harvest video. That was from Friday. We managed to get, I think, was it Friday or Thursday? Thursday afternoon, 19th I think it was. We managed to get 8 or 12, 14, about 14 acres cut, I think, on the Thursday. Friday they got the other side of the road, most of that done. They started off really well. Apparently the first piece went up 15%, which was spot on. That was what we wanted. Then it started to rain, and they just thought, well, they were going to go for it. The idea being is the slightly damper stuff, which I think came in at 18, wetter than we'd like, was going to go into a separate bin. But then the combine broke down, so that didn't quite go to plan either, and the wet stuff ended up going in the barn with the dry stuff. I don't know if that's been mixed up together or quite how they're going to do it or what they're doing drying, but not a perfect solution, I don't think. Anyway, so weatherman says about a week this week. I think the idea is, providing it's dry enough, they'll go on and have the rest of our wheat off tomorrow, because Reg has still got another 200 plus acres to do for other farmers as well. So he kind of needs to get ours done. But it's a case of they're going to go out and do some moisture tests, and as soon as it is fit, it is coming off. And I think it's anything below 16%. Anything below 16%, and it's coming off and going in the shed. Like I say, not a perfect year, but there you are. You have to. It's a gamble. Anything to do with agriculture, you're relying on the weather and many other things. The weather, the markets. All these things out of our control. You have good years, you have bad years. So it's not been a bad year yet, but it has the potential to be if it carries on being wet. Anyway, it is what, 10 to 8. I don't think I'm going to do much more this evening. I've just been around and checked the sheep. Forgot to take the camera, so went there and looked at the sheep, came back at the house, got the camera, done this little bit. I've already seen the cattle earlier. That's it, I'm kind of done for the day. It is Sunday. One thing I may possibly do if I feel like it, I've got one wasp nest to do in the town, and I usually do on the evenings, but I don't know. I don't know if I can do that tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow.